Welcome to New Orleans and Yorman Stadium. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays.
He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time. And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Sells to fake. Right side, it's Milner. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. Still running at the 35. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Powers inside. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he got enough for the first down, but we'll need to check on that injured player. That is their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Straight ahead, it's Alexander. They were all over it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Tipton. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The field goal is no good, and the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. And we'll focus our attention on Anthony. Always in the spotlight, but he is somebody you have to deal with.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for space, it's Turner. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Toss sweep right. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Turns it upfield. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll be content with the field position. Working the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's talk a minute about North Texas. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Out wide left, it's Milner. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Jackson will throw. Right side, it's Reese. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Second down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get... Hauls it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of time into the end zone, you've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Got the quick completion.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. On the move. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. Punt is on its way. Making his first move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll... Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Jackson gonna throw it. Caught. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. Turning it on. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quick give. It's White. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mean Green. Follow.
A little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down. Just feeds the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Tulane right back to the line. Off-play action. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Needs it here on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the wideout. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quick completion on the out. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the back. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Trying to establish the run. Makes a man miss. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Defense, man, you got to go low and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Selling the fake. Fired in there but incomplete. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Jackson will throw. He's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Play action on first down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward when that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw again. Fires on the move. On target over the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Left side is Reese. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone.
Touchdown, North Texas. Run for 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. 2nd and long here. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Daniels. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets it to the back. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to hit quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They want to run this quarterback. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a 1st down. Nice move there on 4th and short.
You know, college football. So much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the 1st? That's huge.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
The Mean Green move the chains with the passing game. Let's see what they do on first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fights off a defender. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Tulane right back to the line.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Now hits it. It's Turner.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Punt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his... They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The play fake. Look out! Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Jackson gonna throw it. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Drops back on first down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making it. Down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
First play of this drive. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Wants to go up top on second down. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on third and long. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The fake wants to throw. Caught. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 8 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Fighting Irish with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. Now over to your game inside Yulman Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We are just about ready to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Plows his way ahead. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Hill. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Hits inside, it's Daniels. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this 2nd half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets...
North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this 2nd half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Hand it to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Keep it on the ground. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Sells the run, looking to pass. That pass is incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
The Mean Green now facing the meanest of problems on 3rd down. On play action. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And 3rd and Offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Whistles as we have a man down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Snaps it in the shotgun. Out wide right, it's Lewis. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. That's caught, it's Hill. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. Then more drives like this is what's needed.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room. Loose as it is. Good return to set up the drive. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's White. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Jackson gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Snags it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind him.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Daniels. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The only drama left, awaiting the clock to run out, gives us a minute to check out the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country and get a win like this late in the season, and that really adds some strength to your playoff resume. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Might have a chance. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the catch.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Pushes ahead. Sees a crease. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Makes the grab in their space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Daniels. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 3rd down play from the gun. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They give it back to him. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 2nd and long here. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Turner. He's gonna come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Got his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. From the gun, it's Turner. Turning it on! And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be 1st down. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Driving forward, it's Daniels. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. They'll run it. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tulane right back to the line. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Rush is on. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly. He finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfect.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Got the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can. So our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. 3rd and long, lot of ground to cover. Jackson will throw. Has it, and he will score. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wants to throw one first. Finds his target.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Left side is Hill. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Lucky to get it off.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Tulane right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Right side, it's Lewis. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They're all over him. The incomplete pass ends a
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Complete downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. One more play to pad the stats. Fresh center downs going to the air. Going to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We sensed a great deal of